Hello, great minds. I'm so excited to be back with you. Hope you have been enjoying the integrity series. Hope it has been pointing one or two things out to you. I encourage you, if this is your first time of coming here, you're welcome. I encourage you to start from the beginning of this integrity series so that you can catch up with us where we are at. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch this place every Mondays. Check out, we have other video resources that would help you to improve your life skill and general habits, living habits. We also have in separated in playlists videos that will help you both spiritually and physically. So do well to go through this channel and see how you can harness our resources. Whoa, I'm so excited to be here again. Hope you're doing great. Hope you have been amazing. Hope you're actually doing fine. I want to remind you to please take it easy as you do life, as you put in the best in everything that you do, that you have this peace, that you don't lose your peace and don't lose your joy. Don't involve yourself in any thought, action, consideration, or anything that will steal your peace of mind and that will steal your joy. Yes. So for today's video, we are going to be concentrating on two things: money and delivery, job delivery. Money and job delivery. We have been talking about integrity. How have you seen all the videos? Hope you have been catching up. Hope it has been amazing to you. Now we can't talk about integrity and not talk about the ability for somebody to trust you with their money. It's not enough to just say, oh, I'm a Christian, oh, I'm a believer, or fill it out in a form. It is beyond that. What is your actions? What are your actions? What can I trust you with money? Can I trust you that when it comes to money, I can count on you? I know we all have that person we can call up to say, oh, pray for me. Hope you're not that person that I can call to say, oh, pray with me on this. Oh, pray with me on that. Oh, have you studied this Bible verse? What does it talk about? And so when it comes to all those things, I can call you up. But when it comes to me keeping my money, I cannot trust it in your hands. Hope you're not that kind of person, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that somebody can call you up to say, pray for me. I cannot call you up to say, keep this amount for me. It's very, very disservicing to your Christian work that somebody cannot trust you with money. For some, you go ahead to borrow, lend money, borrow money, and give people dates of payment. And it's getting close to the dates, you're not even making any kind of arrangements or anything about returning the money. It's very important. It's part of integrity. So if, for example, I can pray with you together, why can't I trust you that I would borrow you money, lend you money, and then I would get it back as at when due? It is not appropriate that you tell somebody, oh, let me get this particular money from you and I will give it to you next month ending, and then by next month ending you're dodging them, so you're not even saying anything at all. The Bible tells us that the wicked borrow and does not pay back. It is in the Bible. See, the wicked borrows and does not pay back. When it comes to money, you see, money is like a spirit. Even Bible says money answereth all things. And the Bible also said the love of money is the root of all evil. Most times we all quote Bible, money answereth all things. The Bible say money answereth all things, and so we chase money, anything money, money, we grab, grab, grab. But we forget that the Bible said the love of money. When you begin to love money, like you don't care, like this money I just have to hold it. This money just because if, for example, you somebody gives you money, lends you money, and with the aim that you would give return it, and you're thinking you need that money more than the person, you lack integrity. Because no matter how wealthy anybody may be, no matter how, they have a need for that their own money as well. They have a need for that money. Return it to them. Don't assume that this person would not need this money. Oh, they are doing fine, I don't think they will need this money at all. Oh, they are doing great, what would they need this money for? No, it is not your business what they need the money for. You collected it with the aim of returning it. Please and please return it. And I've met individuals who pick offense when you speak to them about money. And so yes, they want to, they welcome the idea of you, oh, telling them about God, telling them about the love of Christ, telling them about prayer, about study, about living a Christian, but they don't want you to mention their habits on money. If you're someone that spends above your means, there is no how you will have integrity with money. Yes, if you spend above your means, you don't have integrity with money. There's no how. There is no how. There is no how. Yes, we live in a time where things are becoming so expensive. But how about working on your budget? How about that? How about ensuring that your income and your expenditure, they are not fighting, they are not like enemies, they are not so extremely apart? How about that? I just want to call your attention to this, please. When it comes to money, it matters how you handle money. How some people are even, some people have quarreled with people because of money. Like some people are not talking to people anymore because of money. Some people are dodging, like they are avoiding people because of money. It doesn't speak well. It is lack of integrity. Even if you have borrowed money and you've given the person a word, oh, I'm going to return it by so time. If that time is getting close and you don't see a way that that will be possible, it will be okay that you reach out to the person, call the person and say, oh, sorry about this, I'm having a little hitch here. Can you please extend the time of repayment and all that? It will be, it speaks well of you. It shows that you are somebody of integrity. Not like you'll be dodging, you'll be picking quarrel. When you see that you'll be stronging your face. What are you stronging your face for? You're owing somebody money, you're still stronging your face. For what? For what? Somebody talks to you about it, you become angry. For what? Just tell me. So please, it is integrity that you face somebody you're owing. You say, oh, I'm very sorry, I cannot meet up with this time. Please, can you extend the time to me? You know, to some other time. You give specific dates, of course, and then you can save up gradually and pay off that money by installments. Like if the money is heavy, you can just tell the person, oh, please, can I be paying like 10k? Can I be paying like 20k? See, the person will even appreciate it, that you're making an effort to return the money. And if the person doesn't have need of it, the person can say, oh, okay, fine, or not fine. It's still the person's right to say, oh, not fine, just look for somewhere else to borrow the money and just pay me back my money and everything. But just ensure that what causes, you know, disagreements between you and anybody, there will always be disagreement as long as we are human beings that still dealing with other people. But just ensure that what will cause disagreements will not be anything that has to do with money. Will not be you borrowing them money, owing them money, telling them to pay for something and you give them back, and then you begin to act like that transaction never occurred. Sometimes you act like that person never exists. Sometimes you just pick quarrel with the person unnecessarily. Sometimes you just bone when you see the person be strong in your face. It's of you to apologize to the person and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not able to meet up with this. Then please let me re-emphasize this. No matter how well you think somebody is doing, no matter how financially buoyant you think the person is, please and please, if you have taken money from the person with the aim of returning it or paying back, please do so. Try as much as you can to pay back any money you collect from anybody with the intention of paying back. It will do you good, it will speak well of you, it will present you in a good light, and you will be in a good image. You will be spoken of as one with integrity. In case you're listening to this video and somebody is popping in your heart, somebody is popping up in your heart that you're owing, that you've owed for a long time, and you and the person, none of you is mentioning the case, but you know in your heart of hearts that that thing still comes to your mind once in a while, and as I'm speaking, the thing drop. please and please reach out to the person. It's better you clear the air. Ask the person, oh, do you still need me to pay back this money? Or should we forget about it? Or you can also apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, I just remembered that I'm owing you so and so amount. Please give me time, I would pay back. Oh, I have not forgotten the money that I owe you. Take out time after watching this video to reach out to somebody that you have collected money from. Some people collect money from other people and they see it as a grant or a gift, because there is no formal agreement of I will pay you back. Maybe you just reach out to the person and say, please, I need 5k, and the person just gave you 5k, and so you just assume that it is a dash free money. But please find a way to reach out to the person to say, oh, hello, that 5k you gave me, please, did you just give me, or I will pay back, or you expect me to pay back? Oh, okay, if you give me, thank you very much. Or if I have to pay back, please, can you give me to so and so time to pay back? Yes, it's very important. And when we talk about borrowing is in itself is not bad, but what you're borrowing that money to do is what's like. When somebody borrow money to get a house, it's called mortgage. When somebody borrows to buy a car, it's called car loan. When somebody borrows to pay rent, it's called house loan. You know, all those things. Loan itself, some people borrow to for to start up a business. All those things that have to do with getting back something, or getting something is borrowing. But what you're borrowing the money to do is what matters. It's what you should pay attention to. Personally, I don't believe that you should borrow to do faji, to enjoy yourself, to go eat treats, bounce. I don't believe that you should borrow to buy clothes. I don't believe you should borrow to buy shoes. Anything that has to do with nothing that is bringing in money or of necessity, I don't believe that you should borrow for it. I believe you can borrow money for business, it's fine, because you work towards getting that money back and paying back. I believe that you can borrow money to buy a house, yes, because at the end of the day, you live long, you live in that house. You might sell it, get the money, you might let it out. So all those things that has to do with assets. You can borrow to buy a vehicle that you use for commercial use. You can use for personal if it's very, very necessary, and you know that you'll be spending more on transport, so there's nothing wrong in car loan. But don't borrow to pose. For example, you have an existing car that is serving you, and because every other person is changing car, you decide to go and borrow to buy another car. For personally, I don't see sense in it, except you want to borrow to do a transport business where the vehicle will be bringing in money. So if you're borrowing for the purpose of a better outcome, I mean a better you, I'm not talking about borrowing to go and buy food or borrowing to buy clothes, all those things. No, I'm not talking about all those kind of rubbish borrowing. I'm talking about sensible asset-based borrowing. Yes, something that is not of liability. Don't borrow for liabilities, something that will make you to be spending. Don't do that. So when you look at these things, then you weigh it and know why you need that money that you need. Let me emphasize again, if you have borrowed somebody money, you have collected, let me not use borrow now, let me use collected. If you have collected money from somebody with the aim of paying back, please reach out to the person, especially if that time has lapsed or is coming close and you have not met up, or you'll not be able to meet up. Reach out to the person and let the person know what's going on. Let the person know, oh, sorry, I can't meet up. Sorry, I can meet up. Can we extend the time? Can I pay you by installment? That is integrity. Don't go and be strong in eye when you owe somebody and be quarreling, picking quarrel where there's no quarrel, and be boning for nothing. Let that not even make you think that you are booze. You're not booze. The person is actor, and actor survives. So that is that for money. So ensure that it is not money that is making you and somebody quarrel. Do you understand? Even when somebody dash you money, let it not be the sharing percentage that will make you not be having enemy. Yes. Now let's talk about delivery in your job or business. Please and please, it is very important. See, it has to do with integrity. That you tell somebody, I will deliver your job on Wednesday, and on Wednesday you deliver the job. Or there's something in marketing that I like. I read it. It's called under promise and over deliver. For those of you in businesses, you would know it more. I want to believe you read about business and customer, delivery, service delivery, and all those things. So I want to believe that you know this more than me. Over Under promise and over deliver. Under promise means that you of course you would tell the person what you can do of standard, but you work towards doing more than what you have told the person. I believe that is how we should work. At times when you know that you cannot deliver a particular job on a particular day, for example, somebody needs you to deliver a job on a Friday, and you know that Friday will not be possible. It's better you tell the person, I have a lot at hand, I will not be able to deliver your job on Friday. Can you give me extra 5 days? Can you give me extra 2 days? Or can you give me till Saturday or Sunday evening? You bargain instead of saying, okay, and you collect it. The person makes the payments or part payments, and then you're not delivering. The person's not even, the person's cannot reach you. You've switched off your phone, you're not reachable, or you're reachable and you're giving the person attitude, telling the person one lie or the other. I'm bringing it here. No, that is not integrity. So somebody of integrity, we under promise and over deliver. You can tell the person, if the person says, I want for example, I want my clothes on Friday, and you tell the person, please, can it be Saturday, please? I have so much to do. If the person agrees, if you can make it by Thursday, I'm telling you, your level would have been, you would have been rated very, very high. I'm telling you, you'll be rated very, very high by that person. Take my word for it. You'll be rated very, very high by that person. So learn how to under promise and over deliver, even at your place of work, at office, when you're having meeting. Not because you want the boss to see you as the one that is working, more than everybody. You begin to say both your job, both the one that is not your job, both everything. You begin to funds for it. No, just let them know. Okay, I will try my best to do this. Then in doing it, you try your best to surpass that thing you have put down that you do. Personally, I do that a lot. Most times I don't even say anything. I'll say, I will try my best. I use that word a lot. I will try my best. I will try my best. Let me try and see what I can do. I will put it in a way that you would not expect much from me. But trust me, if I have to deliver, you'll be like, wow. You'll be like, really? Why? Because I've learned that you don't over promise and then under deliver. Do you understand that? Whoever came up with that theory or with that word, we should be thanking the person. The person needs a bottle of kunu. Yes. So whether you're doing business, be honest with your business, be open. Don't switch off your line. Somebody sends you to do something, you switch off your line. Don't switch off your line. If you're a shopper are people who buys things for other people. Please try to tell people accurate prices. These days we have all informations online. If you want to add your stress to it, you say, okay, for my effort this, for transport this, you can do that, but don't tell the person what is not. We can all Google and find out the price of things, and before you know, nobody's patronizing you anymore. They are going to get things by themselves, or they get other people to do it for them, and you're losing your trust. Now when they have someone else that they need to do that kind of thing from somebody that can even pay excessively, they will never recommend you. They would never recommend you. I heard a story about a particular house help who helps this madam and everything, and then by the time the madam traveled, so she met other people there and everything. Whenever they are coming back to their home country, they always contact this woman. Why? She is known for integrity. She's known for truthfulness, honesty, uprightness, and time, meeting time. So because of that, the woman has connected her with other of her friends. Now imagine so much she is making and the connections she has now. Okay, imagine if she only wanted to, should we use the word dupe? No. Let's not use the word dupe. It's extreme. Let's use the word gain. If she wanted to just gain on that one madam would have, of course, she would have gained from that one madam. But when that woman left her, that would have been all. She would probably look for another person that should continue working, but there will be no network that will cause a chain reaction of income, by that. So I want us to see, I don't know if you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Just try your best to be honest and open. If you're charging excessively, let somebody know where there are excessive charges, where you can tie it to. Are you tying it to your efforts? Are you tying it to stress? Are you tying it to transport? It will even make more sense, and you explain it out. Please don't tie it to the item when everybody can know exactly how much an item is. Let the person know, this is how much I bought this. But because when I was going, I was drenched in rain, so because of that I'm putting in this extra amount. But you can beat it down to whatever you want. When you are this honest, people will trust you and then refer you to other people. No matter how much you cheat people, any day they find out, even the things that you have done that is true, they will just cancel everything. And no matter what you say, they'll just be doubting every other thing that you say, and nobody wants to stress. Before you know, they will discard you. I was told of a story of somebody who works in an insurance company, and she's the one who normally, she's the shopper of the company. She will go and buy provisions and everything. So at a point, she wasn't feeling fine, and someone else had to go. When a person went and brought in the extra money that was left, something that when the woman was going, she will even say she managed the money, and sometimes she will claim extra money and everything. This person went there, but the same thing the woman is buying, brought extra money to retire, and that was how that woman was exposed. So you don't want to fall into that category. So you can't just tell me I'm a Christian, and then when it comes to doing spiritual activities, I can trust you. But when it comes to job delivery, when it comes to money lending, when it comes to holding money, I'll not be able to trust you. It shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so at all. Let me give you a story of something that I did once, something that happened to me once. So I still love cakes, but now it is controlled. I am more disciplined than before. Before I ate cake, like I used to eat cake every day. I ate cake to the extent that I started reacting, like it was excess in my system. I started reacting for it. So during that period, when I was like cake, there's this particular man. He likes me so much. He said, you're a straightforward person, you're an honest person, I can trust you with so much. Because when he gives me money, he will give me his money. He will travel for a long time. When he come back, is his money that he will still get it back. And I didn't know that maybe there was something he was checking. Like, I would never spend his money cash. I would never even spend it and replace it. No, I don't do that. I would not touch his money. And how he got to know, I don't know. Maybe he was checking the numbers, he was snapping it to be sure, but he was telling some people that if they give me money, they will meet it exactly, the denomination, even the notes that he gave me. And do you know how he testified to this? I'm going to tell you. So one time he felt that, I'm always giving this lady money, meeting it back, no matter how much, he will keep the money with me and I will give it back to him. And so one time he told somebody he was out, he was not available, and he told somebody, the person made cake for him. The person could not meet up with him being around, so he was out of town by the time the person was to deliver, and he told the person that I should, put it in my custody, that I should keep the cake for him. And so the person came, with the cake and everything, and I tried not to collect it, because as at then, I knew that when it comes to cake, man, don't trust me with cake. Please take your cake away. Don't tempt me. Please don't tempt me. But the man insisted that I kept that cake. And he insisted because I have a record of ensuring that I can return his cash, his money to him. And that was how they left the cake with me. And he didn't come back for a long time. Each time I open the fridge, I see this cake. I am drawn to this cake. I was like, oh God. Every time I call him, when are you coming? He said, no, don't worry. I even say, call somebody to come and take this cake. He was like, no, don't worry. He didn't understand what I was struggling with. He didn't understand what I was battling with, to say, please come and take away your cake from my custody. He was still relaxed. He didn't move. So one day I opened this fridge and I was like, "Ugh, this thing's taking long. I'm sure it's not for birthday, it's not for wedding. If it is, other people would have come to, pick this thing. Let me try out this cake. I'm not ashamed to share this. I'm ashamed and I'm not ashamed." And so I, cut a little portion out of the cake, tasted it. This cake was nice. Chocolate cake, and I love chocolate cake. My God. I love chocolate cake, and it was chocolate cake. And I tell you, every time I stand up, I go and cut. I'll eat this cake every time I stand up. I was like, oh, this cake is. By the time he came back, and he took a while to come back. There's no how he will come back. And even if that cake is okay, I'm not sure he will still like it anyways. But then I would have touched it. It wasn't mine. He came back and then he asked for the cake. I was like, oh, sir, I can make another one. I can. He couldn't. It was like, what is happening? Could you understand and everything? Until later, somebody told him, Joy has almost finished that cake. He couldn't believe it. He sat down. He was like, no. That was when he started telling, my testimony. He started telling, the people that were around that, no, this lady, you will give her money. The denomination you give her, in fact, the particular note that you drop with her is the note she will give back to you. She will never touch your money. I have kept money with her. I have done this with her. Cake, small cake. He was so surprised. He was so surprised. It was unbelievable to him, At the end of the day, it was like, I should not worry, I should not do another one, but he knows what he will not give me to keep anymore. And that was how that ended. But then, of course, now I will not do that. You can bring your cake. You can give me your cake. Your cake will be safe and secure. I assure you. I am more disciplined. Every day we grow to become better people. No matter how nice and delicious the cake is, you will meet your cake in the full personality of who it is. So what I'm trying to say is this: the integrity has to do with you. Integrity is customized, yeah. Like, there's some things you can trust with, and one person that you cannot trust with another. For me, there was a time when you can trust me with money, you can trust me with a whole lot of things, but you cannot trust me with cake. You cannot trust me to keep your cake safe until you go and come. You might not meet your cake in perfect peace. That's what I'm trying to say. But with time, I discipline myself to the extent where I don't, as long as this is not for me, whether it's cake or not, as long as this is not for me, I would not touch it. So you have to look within yourself too and know that place where you have a loophole in your integrity and work on improving yourself and becoming better. I can say for sure now, you can come and try me out. You can keep your cake safe with me. So for some other person, it could be money, it could be the opposite sex, it could be telling the truth, it could be gossiping, it could be lying, it could be bearing false witness, it could be exaggeration, it could be delivery in terms of your job or your work, it could be, one thing or the other. There are people who are not the ones that do a particular job, and they lie to people that they are the ones that do it. At the end of the day, they get exposed. So there's nothing wrong in saying, oh, I am the middleman. I have somebody that works on this, and I get the customers and I deliver, not acting in the place of it. So watch your integrity. And I hope you watch this video and these little things that we point out make sense to you, or point something to you. Your own might not be money, your own might not be cake, your own might not be job delivery. It could be something else that was not mentioned in this video, but as I'm speaking, it is coming to your mind. I hope you work on it and I hope you become better. Integrity is a circle, like it is not jaga. It is not like this. It's a circle. It means it is whole, it is complete. Check your life all around and look at that place that you need to improve on to be a better person. Please, integrity still matters. I want to be able to trust you. I want your friends to be able to trust you, your colleagues, your boss, your pastors, your congregation. Everybody should be able to trust you. We are all work in progress, but just ensure that the work at your own end is progressive. Yes. Until we meet again, feel free to contribute to this. Feel free to add to it. Do have a great day, and don't forget to meet up with us as we'll take our final laps for now of this video next week Monday. See you. Ciao.